Okay, introduction number 57. Let's take a look and see what we can do. So, we'll take a look at the paraphrase first, then my example, then we'll take a look at yours. Okay? So, buying things on the internet, such as books, air tickets and groceries, is becoming more and more popular. The advantages of shopping this way outweigh the disadvantages. Well, what can we do? So we can change buying things on the internet to e-commerce. We could maybe shopping online, e-commerce. There's several paraphrases that we could use there. More popular, increasingly popular, increasing in popularity. You've got to be careful though there, because I have seen a couple of paraphrases that do not work. Books, air tickets, groceries, you can change that if you want. You can change the word order, flights, tickets, groceries, food. It's basically what it said. Advantages, the benefits or pros, disadvantages, the cons, the downsides, etc. Right? So what's the main idea? Well, that's the question. Do the advantages outweigh? Are there more advantages? So if you think yes, what you need is two advantages. Convenience. It comes to your door. You don't have to go to the shop, and cheap prices. Usually, what's the disadvantage? The possibility of some kind of a fraud if you put in your credit card details, into the internet. So the structure, you could do it like this. You could do it 5. You could do it 4. I mean, I would put the advantages in a single paragraph and keep it short and simple. But you could do it like this. So your introduction, online shopping, blah, 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 blah. The main advantage is, blah, blah, blah. A second advantage is, however, there's a disadvantage, which is, in conclusion, despite the popularity, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So, e-commerce is increasingly replacing traditional shopping in popularity for buying food, books, and flights. The benefits of this are twofold: convenience and cheaper prices, which I believe outweigh the possible downside of internet fraud. So that's pretty clear. 2 sentences. Okay, that's pretty sweet. You don't really need to have much in your introduction here, because you've got quite a lot to be talking about in your body paragraphs. Yeah. So let's see. What have you done? What have you done? The popularity of purchasing things from the webs is increasingly rising. Increasingly rising. All right. The merits of this tendency. Merits of this tendency could be needless. Could be needless to be stuck in traffic congestion and provide more spare time for other purposes. In this essay, I will outline that the pros outweigh the drawbacks, such as delays in receiving items which have been ordered. Needless. Could be needless to be stuck. What? The merits of this tendency could be avoiding traffic congestion and providing more spare time. But how much time do you actually spend on shopping though? It's not that much, is it? All right. So that's not too bad. Okay, I will outline that the pros outweigh the drawbacks. You don't need to say that. Just simply say, in my view, the 2 advantages outweigh the single disadvantage. So you don't need to, go into that. There is a progressive trend. A progressive trend. That's not the same as increasing in popularity. Online shopping for people to purchase their needs, tickets, books, and food stuff. Food stuff? What you mean, food? While there will generally be more, while there will be, are there? Simply say, yes, there are. More merits related to this phenomenon, decreasing pollution being convenient. Possible drawbacks can be overlooked in fraud and lack of... Well, right. So why do you have 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages? It's like asking, is one side stronger? And you said, well, there's actually 2. So that doesn't quite work. You said there will be generally more merits. Okay, merit 1, merit 2. However, drawbacks 1 and 2. So how is that outweighing? It's exactly the same. It's 2 and 2. So that doesn't make sense, does it? The popularity of online shopping has been growing among people. What, as opposed to among camels? Who else would it be growing amongst? In my opinion, the benefits, don't forget your definite article, of this tendency, which you have the convenience of shopping experience. That's not very good phrasing. The convenience of shopping experience. What, you mean which are simply convenience? And the lower prices of products override the possible... Override is not quite the same as outweigh. Possible drawbacks, poor quality of items. And how come? So you've got, right, advantage 1, advantage 2, drawback 1, drawback 2. How does 2 outweigh 2? Doesn't 2 equal 2? Doesn't it balance? Yeah? Because, let's go back again. And you said, well, there's 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages. So how does that outweigh? It doesn't, does it? Okay. Going online for buying purposes. Buying purpose. Well, what exactly is a buying purpose? Going online for buying food, flights, and books, if it's the last one in a list, is ever growing is growing in popularity. This essay believes that the merits of such time savings outweigh the disadvantages. Right, now, okay, right. Straight and to the point. Time saving convenience outweighs online scam. That's it. Okay? That's all that you need, because you've got quite a lot to be talking about in paragraph 2, 3, 4. E-shopping. A novel shopping approach, well, we don't really need that, is increasingly growing in popularity. Increasingly growing in popularity. Okay, that's good. As with every other new approaches. Right, now, this is far too long. You don't need all of this. This is what you should have in your body paragraphs, right? As with every other new approach, it's singular. The tendency to e-purchasing also comes with merits and demerits, such as the ease of convenience, chance of buying a fake item, respective. In my opinion. So why do you have different? So you say merits, ease, and convenience. As the pros and the cons of buying something fake, and then you've got some extra stuff, saving time and energy. Well, why do you have this? You've already said in a roundabout way, right? Merits, demerits, buying fake, and then you've got 2 completely different advantages. So that makes no sense at all. I mean, either get rid of that or get rid of that. Why have you said it kind of twice and included some extra material? Don't need it. Okay, and we don't really need that either. All we have to do is say, however, there's some merits such as, and the demerits might be this. Keep it short and simple, because the main bulk of your writing in this essay is paragraph 2, 3, and 4, where you're explaining all of this. Yeah. Nowadays, pushing growth on the internet is trending. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Is trending. It's not on Twitter, it's not the same as increasing. I believe matter of online shopping, well, what other matter are we talking about? The balance remains in favour of benefits. Well, if it's a balance, how can a balance be in favour? The whole point of balance is it's the same on both sides. So how can it be a balance in favour? If it's in favour, it's not a balance, is it? The convenience, well, that's only one. The drawbacks, not being able to touch. So how does that work? Exactly, you've only mentioned one, such as, so you've said a balance, though how can a balance be in favour of one side? If it's tipped over to one side, it's not in balance. So that doesn't work. And then you only mention one, as opposed to one. So how can it be in favour of benefits when you've only mentioned one advantage and one disadvantage? Right? So it's kind of what those other introductions have done, where they've got 2 and 2. The whole point of this, if you are saying that there's more advantages, then you need at least 2 as opposed to 1, not 1 and 1 or 2 and 2. Okay. The popularity of online shopping, blah, blah, is on the rise. That's good. Advantage of lower price. Right. How? You've got one advantage. How can that outweigh a drawback? You've got one advantage that balances out against one drawback, so it's balanced. So how has that outweighed? I think that some of you here may have misinterpreted what you're supposed to be doing. If something is outweighed, so if you have a pair of scales, right, you've got typical scales, a balance on one side, a balance on the other. If it's in balance, it's the same, equal. But if it's tilted in favour, more advantages, that outweighs is stronger than the disadvantages. So how can one advantage outweigh a disadvantage? It's the same. It balances. So you've got 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 2 and 2. Right? How does that work? Outweigh. What is stronger? There are 2 versus 1. Okay? I don't know why I'm having to say this 5 times on the trot. It should be pretty straightforward. This is one reason why people get low scores. Task response. They misinterpret what the question is. Okay. With the proliferation of... What does that have to do with anything? Including the internet. Alright, so it's become uncommon for people to purchase online. Whether, and you've spelt that wrong, the benefits of this trend outweigh the... No, it hasn't. Where does it say that? Following is meticulously... That's right. Forget it. I don't want to be rude, but what is this? What is this? Right? It's not a debate. It's not a heated debate. It's not a hot button topic or a controversial topic. No, it's not. It doesn't say that. It just says more people are shopping online. Are the advantages stronger than the disadvantages? That's all it says. Through the following paragraphs, this issue will be meticulously... What does that mean? What's it telling me? It's telling me, the reader, nothing. Now, I don't like to be overly harsh, but, a lot of people, as we have seen in the group, we've downloaded some essays from other sites, and they've said, this is band 8 and this is band blah, blah, blah. And when I've had a look at them, they are crap. They're band 6 at the most. And I keep hearing you say, oh, my teacher said, this institute said, my Iranian teacher said. And when I've looked at what they've done, they are mis-scoring you. This type of introduction would get you a very low score. Indeed, very low. Because it doesn't answer the question. It's adding things that are not there. It's not asking that. and you're not answering the question. So try it like this. Look, right. This one here is good, right? Day by day, individuals willing more to right. Individuals make this better, right? Are using the internet to. It doesn't provide. You've got to buy it to buy what they need, such as books, food, and tickets. Okay, so that's, I had to make a bit of changes, but there's nothing extra added, nothing about it being a hot topic, or any of this, right? So day by day, individuals are using the internet. So you could say, change that to increasingly. Okay. Increasingly, individuals are using the internet to buy what they need, such as books, food, and tickets. Okay. I believe the benefits of this trend, such as the possibility of home delivery and cheaper price, are two reasons that could cover any negative. Now, so far so good, but then we have this, which is what? What's a disadvantage? What is it? You've told me what the advantages are. Why didn't you tell me what the disadvantage is? Such as internet fraud. Let's have a look. Right. What's a good one? Okay, right. Okay. So, popularity increasing, stuck in traffic, spare time, delays in receiving items. Okay, so we've got 2 and 1. That could be a little shorter, but okay. There is an increasing trend to merits, so decreasing air pollution, blah, blah. So I would have got rid of that. Possible drawback, 1. Okay, so 2, 1. Again, you've got this one here. Overall, the possible drawbacks, such as internet fraud. Okay, so that is good now. Okay, we've got 2 and 1. Okay, take a look at this one. This, okay, that was good. Okay, time saving, convenience, online scam. 2 sentences. That's pretty good. All right. This one I took that out because you said there's some advantages and you said some extra ones. So but though still, all right. Ease, convenience, advantages, buying something fake, the disadvantage. Okay, all right. Online shopping mostly made a favour the convenience of this method and cheaper prices. So we've got 2 now instead of the drawback or the main drawback, like not being able to touch what you are buying. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you've got 2 and 1. Okay. And this is 1 and 1. The popularity on the rise, the advantages of lower price policy, and convenience. I'm just doing this just to give you some idea. It may outweigh the drawback of online fraud. Okay, so that's good now, right? Nice and simple. Increase your popularity. There's 2 advantages, blah, blah, blah. The disadvantages, okay, good. So this, no idea what that is talking about. So, change this one. Increasingly, individuals are using the internet to buy what they need, blah, blah, blah. The benefits of this trend have to price. 2 reasons that could cover any negative, such as online fraud. Okay, right, good. So now we know what you are talking about, right? The increasing number of shoppers, right, why do we have a definite article when you haven't introduced it yet? An increasing number of shoppers prefer to purchase their requirements via the internet. The benefits: e-shopping, time saving, comparison, internet fraud. Right, that's good. 2-1. Sentence 1, restate the topic. A short sentence. The benefits are blah, blah, blah. The drawback is blah. That's it. Good. And doesn't seem to be number 10. Oh, okay. I don't know why. We just have 9. But, okay, so can you see what I'm talking about now? Okay? You can see how I've changed these. So, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Yes. Here's 2 advantages. Here's 1 disadvantage. That's what you need. Okay? So, hope that helps. And we'll be picking one of these for a full comparison with a Band 9 example. Okay? So, see you next time.